Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, Chen An. Today we are doing actually one of the exam paper, which is the comprehension passage. So I'm going to share this with all of you. And of course, later we'll share some of the work by your classmate later on. Oh, today I've got a lot of files to open. So give me a minute. I'm searching for my file. Oh, okay, I found it. Okay, so today's is the lesson here, as you can see. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do here. Hi, Tingshan. Please turn on your camera, okay? Because I can't see all of you now because I only got one screen, and which is my laptop. So, Hao Xuan, Eric, Liang Ling, Ziye, all of you, please turn on your camera. Okay, I don't want to repeat again because Uncle had a bit of cough and flu. Because 3 days ago, I went for my flu injection. It's not vaccine, it's not the COVID. It's my yearly flu vaccine. So I think I got a bit of hangover. This is the third day. Yesterday was quite bad for me. Okay, so my arm was swell, was having bad flu, cough, and things like that. So I think today is much better, but my cough is still on. So don't let me keep talking and asking you to turn on the camera. But if you don't want to turn on, no choice. I don't force you. Okay, we only got a couple of lessons to go before your end of year exam. So, okay, Chenan, ready, yeah? So you realize that for every sentences beginning of the paragraph, the first sentence is always important. So Alex, will you mind read the yellow one first? Ready, go. I was going to mute the mic now. Okay, I can't find my mic.
Black letters spread across the screen, launching an attack of rumors and insults. A text, a Facebook. Ah, it's such a gray area, says teacher Charles Huet. Its commentary and criticism are hardly uncommon on the web. Websites like Twitter have made drawing attention to one simple and common. George does not fit in the mold of a typical bully. His recent actions and experiences showed George the realities of the web. Though he's now rethinking his comments, George defines cyberbullying with one main distinction: whether it is done on purpose or not. An unintentionally mean Twitter comment may or may not be cyberbullying, but that does not make it any less hurtful. Many feel that when it comes to cyberbullying, it simply takes a click of the power button to zap away the negative effects. Though many students claim that they do not often encounter what they would consider cyberbullying, high school principal Dr. Tonya Merrigan is quick to state that she has had to deal with many instances of cyberbullying.
Okay, here I don't worry about, thank you, Alex. Here I don't worry about the Wi-Fi because I just beside the Wi-Fi here, so it should be very strong. The only thing is that in case you hear some background noise and not very clear for me, I apologize for the inconvenient cost. Let me explain to you what is this whole thing. So the topic itself that today we're going to cover comprehension passage is called cyberbullying is a growing problem among teenagers. It's very, very common. When I was a teacher, as a discipline teacher in my school, I always at least 2 or 3 days on average to get complaints about Mr. Shaw, somebody bullied me in my Facebook, in my Instagram, Twitter. Some even write nasty message to me, even WhatsApp me and things like that. So I get all these kind of complaints, and now doing a policing job. So we also hear people doing scamming, bullying, even threatening from people saying that if you don't pay out for this amount, you'll go to jail. You better, the kind of ransom scammer in the internet as well. So as now doing the policing job, we also want to advise the public to be careful of all this kind of scammer, or even you call it maybe cyberbullying. Now, cyberbullying is on the rise, so this passage will give you some idea what this whole comprehension passage is going to talk about. So, children, listen carefully. If you are coming across this kind of comprehensions, which is factual and is in your exam, always the best is start to underline the first sentence of each paragraph. So it gives you a better idea what is it talking about. So for example, black letters flash across the screen, launching attacks of rumors and insult. So this sentence tells you clearly that what the next few sentences is going to talk about. Talking about how it's being attacked, how it's being making the victims getting more worried, being ostracized or even attacked for no reason. So this is something that we need to look out. Okay, so it's such a gray area, says teacher Charles. A gray area means that there's certain areas you're not sure whether should I complain or not. So for example, if I were to say, Alex, you're such a fat, ugly dog. Example. Okay, or you say, Uncle Raymond, you're such a botak. Okay, for example, does this really consider? No, because I'm outside house. I already told you, Uncle Raymond is outside. You can see my background. Okay, I'm not at home. Okay, so I just saw this. So you see, if I say, Alex, you are such an old, ugly, botak student, or you scold, Uncle Raymond, you're such an ugly, fat dog. Does this consider cyberbullying? Unless both of us agree, no, both of us agree that this is just a joke, lah. Right, correct. But
if both of us agree that it's a joke, then it should be better.
Yeah, it's okay, right? But if I keep telling you this every time you come into my lesson, I keep saying you are told, you're ugly, you're ugly, 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 ugly. I think for once, you say, Uncle, better stop it. Joke is joke, you don't continue every time like that. So this is what I meant here. So my screen is a bit small, so I cannot accept. Okay, right? So now, without further ado, can somebody read the first paragraph to the class, please? So, Pingshan.
Black letters flash across the screen, launching an attack of rumors and insults. A text, a Facebook wall post, a tweet, a line or two is all it takes to ruin someone's self-esteem, to bring tears, to ruin a friendship. With the explosion of modern technology, old school bullying is out, and a new type of bullying is taking the stage. More often than not, cyberbullying does not raise alarms until it's too late.
Sorry, what does this paragraph tell you, Pingshan? Since you're reading, what does this paragraph tell you?
Now bullying has taken to
what?
Taken to like the internet and technology.
Getting from bad to worse. Okay.
So you muted yourself.
Sorry. Second paragraph, Ifan.
It's such a gray area, says teacher Charles Hutty. It's easy to talk about but difficult to identify. When asked what cyberbullying is, most students respond with a blank look. One of the challenges with cyberbullying is chameleon effect. It takes many forms, often blending in with its surroundings.
So a chameleon, thank you, Ifan. A chameleon 就是变色龙, right? It keeps changing. So sometimes this paragraph will tell you, sometimes people on the internet might show you a good face. Sometimes on the internet, people might show you the other side on the actual face. In front, very nice to you. Behind, he might be a hypocrite. He might be a bad guy. He might be an antagonist against somebody. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Ifan. So Rafi, what do you think about this paragraph, Ifan? Does this first sentence help you to give you a better understanding what this paragraph is about?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah, because you have to read through the whole entire paragraph. So this is 给你一个大概一个解释 ，OK? Thank you. Next, 浩璇，很久没有听到你读了哦，来。
Commentary and criticism are hardly uncommon on the web. In many ways, cyberbullying is simply part of attention-seeking modern world. People join Twitter to trash talk to get attention. George, an American teenager, says, "I think it's a substitute for getting attention in real life, but at someone else's expense."
Yes. Okay, Hao Xian, what do you understand by this paragraph?
The advantages on like social media or something.
This one is actually talking about, this paragraph is that there are people who use this kind of platform, internet, to say something bad about other people. And in real life, it might be very nice to you, but behind, you might use another fictitious name, a name that's not real, to attack you, to criticize you, or to insult you. So maybe using other account, maybe for example, if I don't like Liang Ning, okay, I use Hao Xian email or WhatsApp ID or Facebook ID to attack Liang Ning, and Liang Ning thinking that it was Hao Xian, but actually it's Uncle Raymond, something like that. Okay, thank you. Ziyue, your turn, please.
Websites like Twitter have made drawing attention to one simple and common. So common, in fact, that the results of online actions often do not vary a second thought. When George posted comments about other students on Twitter, he just thought that it was funny and a harmless joke. George commented, when I wrote it, I thought that the people I wrote about or their friends weren't going to see it because I would know who follows me.
So what does it say here for this paragraph?
It's very easy to get a lot of attention on. So,
Yes, and what else? True, true. Yes, and sorry, because my background is a bit noisy. What else?
When people post stuff, they normally don't think about it first, and then people just take it too seriously, I think.
Exactly. Thank you, Ziyue. Exactly. When I was in school, I always receive this kind of complaint. Somebody says something, and then later you say, "No, Mr. Shaw, I never do that." Then how come you took a screenshot of you saying that? You say, "No, because my account was being hacked. I didn't know about it." So no choice. Sometimes it's escalated until so serious. You have to make a police report. The parents have to make a police report. And sometimes with this kind of comments, it's not a very good one, because at the end of the day, with this kind of comments given to people, okay, you kind of spoil the relationship, and also you might be creating trouble of yourself. And if this were to investigate and make it serious, good luck to you. You can imagine if I keep saying Yingzhe make a bomb, make a bomb, make a bomb using an account, sooner or later the police will come to look for Yingzhe. Not true, Not true, because we know how to find the IP address, right, Liang Ning? The IP address can track. So yes.
Depending on what IP address you use,
No, there is way to find out. Trust me.
Yes, but then nowadays IP address are dynamic.
No, but still we can track. Trust me.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, under the police side, we can track anything, but it take a longer time, Okay, agree with you. So be careful what you say on the internet. All right. Thank you so much. Since you are there, Liang Ning, next paragraph, please.
George does not fit the mold of a typical bully. In fact, when he heard that his comment had spread beyond his Twitter circle, he was surprised and embarrassed. With voices and faces hidden in the artificial cyber world, many forget that words are still very real and not easily contained.
Exactly. So what does this mean here, Liang Ning?
Like whatever you say in the internet will everyone in the real world will know. So you muted yourself.
Sorry, because there's someone eating there very noisy. Yes, you're right. But what else makes the whole things that George doesn't fit to be that typical bully? So he himself is also being taking a scapegoat, being bullied using his account. So be very careful. Whatever you have, your password, your ID, please keep it safe and sound, because if not, you'll get yourself into big trouble. So you say that, you see, may forget that words are still very real and not easily contained. So whatever you put it inside, before you can delete off, people already send screenshot already. People will start doing something to you. So it's best that keep it to yourself. If you really don't like the person, or if happen the person will condemn you, say something bad about you, my advice is that straight away report to your form teacher or even to your discipline teacher. Or better still, if you think that they may not work on that, please quickly inform your parents. Okay, don't escalate until so serious. I got some people even cut their wrists. Okay, seriously, seriously, and some even end up gang fight. Not worth it. Okay, this kind of thing they really want to trigger you because out of jealousy. So this passage is come at the right time to share with all of you that you guys are still very young. There is always a vulnerability that you get hacked and attacked and things like that. If you cannot take the comments, it's just like Inter, you agree that those celebrity in Korea, because of their kind of message sent on that, then they commit suicide. Right? You agree? Very sad. Right. Okay. So yeah. Houston, Zixuan, can you complete this one? Thank you, Zixuan.
His recent actions and experiences showed George the realities of the web. I have said rude things before, but that's not why I made my Twitter account, George says. I didn't really think about the consequences of saying a rude thing.
However,
recently someone hacked my friend's Twitter and I wrote really hurtful stuff about me and others, so I'm realizing what it's like.
yes, very sad to say. People always like to do this type of thing. Instead of physical bully, now it's a mental bully, emotional bully, and also some people can become very spiritual bully, insulting their race and religions, and even to the extreme, wow, to some people say you are LGBT, things like that. No, that is really to the extreme. That you see, social media always has a good side and the bad side of the things, the effect. And we, as a very responsible surfer and user, we have to take into considerations what we say and what we type. Because once you send out, very hard to take back. And if you anyhow send out in future, if you want to look for a job, people will see your background. Oh, this person no good. Oh, it's not a very responsible person. I think we should not employ this person. That's the end of you already. You don't need to say anything. Very sad. Okay. So thank you so much. Number 7. Who's done? Let me see. Eric, can you read number 7 to the class, please?
Though he is now rethinking his comments, George defines cyberbullying with one main distinction: whether it is done on purpose or not. I would say cyberbullying is when you intentionally attack someone and directly say something mean or hurtful, he says.
Yes, exactly. Because this is how things. It's very sensitive. And you say something wrong, not only you get yourself in trouble, you will land your parents into trouble. Ever since that, when I was a teacher and a DA, there are always cases like that, end up in the police station, end up in the discipline case, say, sir, it's not me, I did not do that, and things like that. And some even lie, which is true. They really got hacked. Some even use other people's account, and some even use their own account but pretend that his account was being hacked. So I've seen all these things. I think I purposely chose this passage is because I think this is just around the corner of your exam. A lot of stress, a lot of things. People might use cyberbullying to use this platform to attack people, so they feel the frustration, they release their frustration and put the frustration on somebody else. I find it is very, very, very coward, very sad, disappointed, and it happens before. So if you happen to see all these things, you got a few choices. Totally ignore it. Excuse me. Or you can report it. Or you can really, if you have the guts, you mean, don't use the word confront, you may approach the person and ask why you did that. And if he deny, give him a chance and say, okay, I know you are the one doing that. No? What proof you have? Are you sure not? You don't anyhow say. Nonsense, not me, right? In the sure got people like that one, huh? So if you know that this friend is worth to be cherished of, then give him a chance. Say, I'm giving you a chance now. I'm telling you nicely. Please take down your blog and this message down from your Facebook or your Twitter or your Instagram. Why? How do you know it's me? Yeah, even you say, yeah, so I put it there. What can you do? Oh, then you say, I can do a lot of things. I can take a screenshot and make a report, and you get it. So go ahead lah. Then sometimes they will challenge you. Go ahead. Then you really go ahead, tell the form teacher, escalate up. Because if you don't do that, this person will not think that everyone will be like you, scared, a scary cat. And end up he or she will start to do the same to the others, and more victims. And more victims will fall to them. So you have to do justice. If you are my students, you must stand up for justice. If you are my student, you must be brave. If you are my student, you need to know what is right or wrong. Uphold the justice. That's very important. There's no point, Alex. Every time you get A1, I'm very happy. I'm not interested in your A1 for your study. I'm interested here, your characters are more important. Then, of course, I'm happy with your A1s for your study lah, of course, okay? That's more important. There's no point if you got 10 A1, Alex, then you say, Uncle, 那个老奶奶跌倒了，如果我扶她起来，我可以拿 A1 吗？我跟你讲，赢着，我跟你讲，我跟你下去打她，把她眼睛脱掉。Correct, right? So it's not about this kind of attitude. Huh? Remember that. Thank you so much. Okay. Number 8. Chenan, will you be kind enough to read to the class, please? Thank you.
An unintentionally mean-tweeted comment may or may not be cyberbullying, but that does not make it any less hurtful. The ease of sending words into cyberspace blurs the line between public and private, amusement and attack. Whatever the definition, the results are real. And even though actions on the web can seem to be miles from reality, there's no denying that the danger are real. It's very clear that those things do not have consequences. We hear kids coming into sight. It is it.
Yes, thank you so much. As you can see, this word "and" here, I want to highlight, and this word "kids" here. Obviously, this is a very American English comprehension. I don't like to start a sentence using "and." When I was doing my student challenged me, hey, Uncle Raymond, you say cannot start a sentence with an "and," right? But this guy started a sentence with "and." So there's two answers to them. First, this guy who wrote this is the so-called journalist or reporter, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I think the last part it shows. Yeah. Okay, it's by the Teen Ink, so by this person, this very informal magazine. Even though it's an informal magazine, I still urge you not to put "and" with a start. And don't ever let me catch you when you answer my comprehension "and." I just so-called have a music to this student here, the set 2 boy. Recently, I returned the comprehension passage. He always like to start a sentence because Alex is naughty. That is why he was punished. Because Ingzhen is always like that. Because this is. Don't ever start a sentence with because. If you start a sentence with because, okay, most of the teacher will not accept it. My advice is to start, it is because. And don't ever write an essay start with A and D. And don't ever write an essay start with KIDS. Okay, we are writing a British exam. Like it or not, the British is still a proper English. So if you can argue with me whether you use dad or mom, I will still use father and mother. Like it or not, okay? So I am a very old school of thoughts. I just want to play safe. I don't want my student to lose mark during exam. I think it's a very fair statement. Agree or not, Alex? Agree? 对吗？所以我知道该做的时候，我就跟你讲；不该做的时候，我不清楚，我就跟你讲。I will find out. I don't give you a false hope. All right. Thank you so much for your. Thank you. Next. Who else? 炳胜，你读了吗？读了哈。还有谁没有读？杨正。
Number 9.
Wait, sorry. Yes, now many on this part. Thank you, sir.
Many feel that when it comes to cyberbullying, it simply takes a click of the power button to zap away the negativity, the negative effects. Unfortunately, it isn't always that easy. People think if you just walk away and move on, it goes away. But ignoring it won't solve the problem, says Tina Jr. It's hurtful because people have their esteem crushed.
Exactly. Thank you. Oh, the mask we hate. So what is say here that, it still come back to zero, come back to square one. No matter what you do, no matter what you already say, it's just like Yang Zhen, if I say you are ugly, I cannot say, Yang Zhen, just now 1 minute ago I say you're ugly. Can I take back the word? Can you just ignore Uncle Raymond that I did not say you're ugly, but you're damn handsome? Then Yang Zhen will say, yeah. You go and eat banana, Uncle Raymond. You hurt my ego already. I cannot sleep the whole night already. Agree or not, Yang Zhen? Agree? Yes. So 讲话要小心啊。你听过这句话吗？什么？祸从口出，病从口入，对吗？听过这句话吗？祸从口出，病从口入，有没有？听着，这个谚语说的是非常的很好。Whatever you say, please think 3 times before you say. You don't just say for the sake of saying and hurt people's feelings. That shows you are very immature. Okay, you can't manage your train of thoughts and you can't motivate to say good things, especially when you go to outside world and you talk to people. If you're a businessman, you're a CEO, you're a director, or even like, look, sorry, I didn't mean to be sarcastic here. Donald Trump, all of us know. You see, yes, this perfect. I got it. 吃鸡蛋啊 got it. 对吗 ，Alex？ 对吗？他讲话就是没有经过大脑。That virus is from China. Then you can tell me Singapore is in China, and still can forget the Prime Minister name as a president. Oh, talk is free 吗？对吗？赢炫对不对？杨宁 correct 了。讲话是免费的吗？不用钱的，你可以讲什么 ？But don't forget one word says speak up, say wrongly, you will create WAR, a war. Look at I think all of us know about Huawei issue in US, right? You know, right? A lot of things, you see.
I don't know.
Who don't know? But how Xian don't know? How Xian, you know this? I found another student who liked who is the Malaysian player? Dimat.
Zhong Wei.
Huh?
Zhong Wei.
The Malaysian player, what is his name? Dimat.
Li Zhongwei.
Li Zhongwei, correct. And guess what? He's an Indian student, no racist here. I say, hey, I thought Indian students usually have other hobbies. No, I say no racist to you. I like Li Zhongwei, and he's a very good badminton player. You know why I know? He put Li Zhongwei has his handphone cover the front, the page.
I put also.
Oh, so this shows something. Okay, thank you so much. Who haven't read?
I put also.
Yingzhe, you haven't read?
Yeah.
Okay, last paragraph.
Though many students claim that they do not often encounter what they would consider cyberbullying, high school principal Dr. Tonya Merrigan is quick to state that she has had to deal with many instances of cyberbullying.
So you can see the whole thing. Thank you, Yingzhe. The whole thing I highlighted in yellow. You see that? That shows that from the start, you see, usually it's the first sentence is read until the full stop. All the way until full stop. All the way until full stop. This one also the same. All the way until full stop here. Full stop. But you realize this last sentence, is there a full stop? I don't see any full stop. Correct me if I'm wrong. No full stop, like comma don't count. Don't count this doctor. So you see this whole sentence is a conclusion, and it's only one sentence. To summarize the whole thing, what is show the significance of this paragraph is it's supposed to use summary. You should take note of this. It says that no matter how often they go through all these things, okay, you see, so many students claim that they do not often encounter what they consider cyberbullying. It's great to state that she has to deal with many instances about cyberbullying. So a lot of students say, no, I never get cyberbullying before, no, nothing. But yet, on one hand saying no, on the other hand, they surface out a lot of cases. That shows something. A lot of students don't want to say it because they don't want to spoil the friendship. They want to get deeper bullying, and they don't want to get further ostracized. They don't want to get being left out, and they continue to get bullied. So it's very sad to see all this type of thing happening. It's not fair, but children. You have to live with it. This is your generation. Uncle Raymond generation and your parent generation, we do not have all these kind of social media. The direct bullying is physical bullying, right, Alex? 今天放学在外面等我，我跟你单挑。Then 你问他，你要鸡蛋还是鸭蛋？你说
But you
单
can do
挑。
it outside for him, because you can say, well, I'm allergic to eggs.
So even you tell your teachers, honestly, during my generation, they'll tell you, you settle your own. I'm very busy. Where got this time now when my student, even after school, when I was a discipline teacher, I even patrol with my police officer outside the school. I even go all the way out to HDB on the 8th floor and go up all the way out to the 23rd floor. Seriously, no? You know why not? To see any student smoking. Then 我就跟他拿香烟 ，then Uncle Raymond 自己抽哈。不要去买香烟，对不对？ No, there are students like that. You see that some school, and they have to go to multi-story car park to make sure they do skateboard on the multi-story car park, the rooftop there. Usually got no car, right? They do skateboard or bicycle stunt. See, where got now? We all go to the extra mile to help the student. Last time, no. 你死你的事 Okay, not really lah. There's still good teacher to help. Okay, let's go to number 2 question here. Chen An, I'm not sure you have this passage or not. So if you can now, guys, you can use your handphone to take snapshot. I will make it smaller so you can see more paragraph. So for the time being, you will see, okay, this one, can you take snapshot of the picture first? Okay, then you have to do your question. Okay, done. Okay, then I'll go to the next picture here. Okay. I'm gonna stop share screen because I left my answer on the other page. So take a ready, yeah. So let's look at the first 2 questions first. First 3 questions, okay? Let me stop sharing screen first. Later I come back to you. Sorry, give me a minute. I'm looking for the answer sheet. Just give me a minute now because okay. Okay. I can't show you the passage, so please, yeah, just now you took the picture already. If you can, please share with the classmate. So these are the 3 questions. Please do now. So Chenan, I hope you can follow, right? So sorry, because this was like about 7 plus. My colleague told me you joined me in. So I hope they give you this passage in advance. Usually the student will receive the passage in advance for 1 week. So you look through the passage, okay? Some even, Inza, you print it out, right, Inza?
This time I didn't, because the question, but I have the digital copy here.
You have the deleted copy?
No, digital.
Oh, digital copy, okay, sorry. Yeah, can somebody send the photo inside there? Can you all share and put it inside the photo? If you have taken the picture, Liang request to send the photo inside the chat group. So the first one, Chen An, the first question, there are total 7 different types of Q. One is called OQ, that means your own words. 就是你要用你自己的字写下去 own words. The other one is FQ, called factual questions. For example, why does the sun come out from the east? So it's factual, right? The sun comes out because of the earth rotation. So that is factual. Where can I find the nearest MRT? So it's an inference question. Take note. So we got own questions, inference questions, factual questions. We got QQ, code question, code. Okay. I ever taught the RV girl from set 1, no, set 2 to set 4. Yes. Okay. So your school usually like to ask this kind of question unless they change the format. Then we have this LQ, language questions, which usually, yes, we talk about personifications, why the mountain is angry, as happy as a lark, there's a similes, a metaphor, her character is iron. So metaphor, something like that, okay? Then we have VQ, vocab questions. Then we have SQ, summary questions. So I'm going to mute my mic now because my background seems to be a bit noisy. So please finish your 3 questions. When you are done, just unmute your mic, say done, because I can't see all of you because I only got one laptop. Yeah, I know Inja is looking at me. Inja say, how
why Uncle Raymond house so nice?
Yeah, Inja say, how Uncle Raymond, your house like that. Mine is city. I own the whole entire building. Yeah.
Cat.
Okay, let's do your work, Hao Xuan. Can somebody send the passage again? Can you put inside the chat group? Did anyone take a picture? Did anyone take a picture? Put it inside here. I can't move this question here. If I do that, I'm going to do this again. Okay, please take a picture now. Take a picture and put in the... Alex, can you take a picture and put in the group chat? Okay, first question, ready? Whoever is ready, please type your answer here in the chat group. Thank you. Are you ready? Hao Xuan, are you ready? First one, referring to paragraph. Referring to paragraph 1, explain in your own words the 2 consequences of cyberbullying. Well done. Thank you, Inza. You only got 1 more week to go, or the less than 2 weeks. This is the time to train your brain. Okay, later we got another passage to do, so please. For you, you'll get 1 mark. If your answer is different from Uncle Raymond, please put inside. Next question. Language use, you see. The author states the new type of bullying is taking the stage. What does the expression takes the stage mean? This is something interesting. This one, Chen An, your school will always like to ask this kind of questions. Take note. Language use. Why is it next stage? 为什么要去另外一个阶段呢? What do you mean by that? Chen An is a higher order level of thinking. Okay. Okay, thank you, Hao Xuan. Let's do 16 now. Yingshan, what is your answer? Chen An, what is your answer? No, it's okay. Just go for it. Don't worry about pass or fail. Just do your best.
Taking the stage.
Sorry.
is the
Can you
main-
write? Can you type it? Type it.
Okay.
Chen An, you can type your answer inside the chat group. To everyone, thank you. Yes, Ping Chen. I like the way you say that. Taking the stage refers to cyberbullying. Become the main more common form. Yeah, okay. Any more answer coming along? Before I fresh out the answer. Okay. Well done to all the answer. Very good. Keep it up. All pass. Yes. Thank you, Eric. Well done. I will just leave it to you. You see how fast you can type, because I still got a lot to share with you. How to do summary skills and all these things. So please, next week we'll be doing summary skill. Then I'm going to share with you some of the essay also later on. So I hope whoever can just quickly give me the answer, that'll be good. Okay, thank you so much. So number 17. No, just suddenly my cough come back. Ready for 17? If you can, you just reply to the answer. Explain in your own words what the author means by cyberbullying does not raise alarm until it's too late. Chen An, you want to give it a go? Sorry, here we don't like to use the word try, because all the students know Uncle Raymond don't like the word try. So just do your best, give your answer. 梁宁、子月、于凡、子璇. Thank you, Eric, for contribution. Yang Zhen, Alex. Seems like very quiet today. Never contribute. Oh no. Did you take a picture?
The
I told
effects of cyberbullying cannot be seen until it
Oh,
is very...
tap it out. Tap out. Yeah. Did someone took a picture and send put in the group chat now, please? I don't keep going in and out the pictures. Okay. Can you take a picture? Just now, did anyone take a pictures of the passage and then post it in the chat group now?
Which one? Okay, I'm gonna take a. Wait,
No worry. It's okay. Okay.
I haven't take yet. Okay. Like, go to the down one. Go to the down one.
The below, not down one.
Done.
That's all. Two pages only. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go back to the.
Wait.
Okay, let's go number 17. Oh, good one. Well done, Chenan. So you understand the passage pretty well, huh? Thank you, Hao Xuan.
That's one.
Thank you very, very much.
Oh wait, I sent to you only.
No, send to the group. Never mind. Quick then. Look at the answer, Hao Xuan. Don't leave out. Huh? So cyberbullying is not easily detected, discovered, found out, difficult to identify until it has escalated to a point when it cannot be salvaged, where it cannot be controlled, where it cannot be, how should I say, where it cannot be dealt with, and then the severity is getting out of hand. Oh my gosh, 死了，就是好像怎么讲，无可救药的地步。Until the problem becomes so serious, the fire is spreading like wildfire. It cannot. Then I think, yeah, you ask for help. That's too late. Thank you. So Chanan, yes, I can accept the answer.
That's one.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Hao Xuan, continue your question number 18.
Okay.
Provide a reason to explain why students respond with a blank look. 什么叫做 blank? It's inference. Remember, Chenan, this one we call it the inference questions by looking at the expressions of the person. Factor is really fact, 1 + 1 就是2，就是 factor. But if you want 1 + 1 = 2, show me how to do it is inference. Okay. Then if you want to use own question, means instead of 1 + 1, you can use 1 apple plus another apple. This is your own way of doing to explain the factor using different type of inference. So factual question and inference questions, they are actually buddy. They are really buddy. Okay, they are a good friend together. When you have factor, you need to infer. Okay, take note, children. Factor and inference are like twins brother or twin sister. 可以吗？现在我们做19。Sorry, 18. Please give me the answer. Those of you who have given me the answer, thank you very much. I expect you to write down. The thing is, Zoom is like that. This is based on trust. Then the best is if you write through your answer already, but because of time management, you still can, like, Ying Zhe and Bing Shen and Yang Zhen, like all of you are Liang Ning also. You can take a picture, send it to the Google Classroom, or you can WhatsApp me and show me later on. Like I say, my handphone is this one. Okay. You can WhatsApp me to my handphone to prove that you have done it, or you can send to the, after taking a picture, you can paste it to the Google Classroom. Okay. So that's the answer. They do not have much knowledge about cyberbullying. They're not certain about what is cyberbullying. I quite disagree. I think by now all of you know what is cyberbullying, because number one, we have in the school, every time during assembly or during the CCE or during the VIA or whatever, or during your CCA as well, I believe your teachers, your parents, or even some of you are in the church, you should know all these things, because it seems like we as an adult, we have a very strong responsibility and a duty to inform the children of next generation, that's youth, because we cannot go away with internet, that's for sure. We cannot take away this social media. In fact, my younger son has been very angry because he cannot watch PewDiePie, he cannot watch Mr. Beast, he cannot watch a lot of YouTuber, and even argue with me, see the YouTuber earn more than you, daddy. You have holding 2-3 jobs, but he only one job and sit there do YouTubing and earn tons of money, and the money also sponsored to charity. Yes, I agree. And I even argue with him that, but sometimes the words they use, the Americans, the people, they use the words, some even got some censor vulgarities or words, or even words that's not very nice. And most of the YouTuber, I find it, they are quite like, got anger problem, anger management. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Next question is this one. So list one piece of evidence in paragraph 5 to show that the words are not easily contained in the cyber world. What is that one word or the piece of evidence that you think it should be covered, that the words are not easily contained? How many questions? I can't remember. Any idea?
I'll say it. Sorry.
UTT, with UTT question.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Never mind. Okay. So Ziye, maybe you can give us the answer. Usually you give a very, very, very good answer. So let's share with the class, okay? Yes, can you give us the answer? It's going to be 9 o'clock, but there's another test going on later on. Chanan, well done. So far, all the question answers is all very good and correct. I will accept your answer. Absolutely well done, officer. The more you all participate is to help you, not help me. I'm not the one taking exam. You guys are taking exam. I'm just a tool to help you to do it, all right? So, Yang Chen, what do you think about this one piece of evidence is about?
Can I quote it?
Huh?
Can I quote what do I have to say now?
Yeah, I think you will type it in, okay? Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much for your contribution. I think I put my earpiece on the wrong side. Oh, finally from Alex. 哇，真的是不同凡响，大哥，谢谢你，谢谢你的高抬贵手。Well, Alex, why today you so moody like that? Why you get out the wrong side of the bed? Gong, you fall down. Yingzhe, my house nice.
Wait, please.
I thought you were a restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Next time I change already.
How come you suddenly move to mention?
Yeah, change.
Oh, now don't even have anything, only just a oh wait, no, never mind.
Okay, stop it. Very sarcastic, yo.
Oh, even bigger house now.
Okay, change to this. Okay, Inter, later we play Switch over here. Later, actually, I'm fetching my son, who went to his cousin today to play Switch. Oh my goodness, cannot take it. Yang Zhen, thank you so much. Let's go. Look at the answer in 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't even have Switch.
No need lah. All these gaming things,
How
come
do
on.
they have Switch? I don't have Switch.
I wouldn't say you're wrong, Yang Zhen. George is too young for minis. Minis? What is minis? No.
The people who is mean.
Very mean, minis, no. Actually, I don't really like the number 19 answer code. So, Alex, you are close to my answer. Okay, Yang Zhen also quite close to answer acceptable. Okay, let's move on to this one. So, you see, Chen An, in your, it's Chen An there, Chen An. In your English, you will not have these two cute people around one. For your English, for IP student, you all do not have this one. But it's good to know, we call it Peter, P-E, it's called Peter, okay? Okay, what is Peter stand for? Peter stand for, what is the P stand for? What is the purpose Emma is talking? And what is the purpose Kenny is talking? And what kind of evidence, okay, that you were saying?
Kenny has bad manners. He isn't even looking at Emma in the eye during the conversation.
Okay, so what is the purpose? Sorry, the first E is explain, then is explaining. Then the T is what kind of tone? The tone, is it positive or negative tones? Then the second E is the example that you're going to quote. And when you quote the example, is it reliable? So with reference to paragraph 4 and 5, states two pieces of evidence that will support. So for the express student, take note, this is the one that will definitely help you to score mark. If you quote wrongly, if you do not read 2 times of your comprehension passage, you do not read the first lines of each paragraph, and then the questions you read wrongly. And this Peter is a formula to help you to identify. Okay, let's go. Yifan, understand or Yifan? So it's called Peter. Purpose? Purpose to explain with the tone, whether negative or positive, support with evidence, and make sure your evidence is reliable. That is called Peter. Okay, so Chenan, you also can use Peter in your reflective as comprehension passage to see, to identify which are the paragraph that you think will support your answer, because yours is a bit different from the express. You do not have this kind of pictures confirmed. And this will go all the way to your set 2, set 3, and set 4. And Alex, you can say, Alex, you know, when you come for your comprehension passage, yours is also different. Right, Alex? Yeah, so next year, set 2, maybe I have to split the IP student with the express student. Because with all the set 2 express, with the set 2 IP comprehension passage, it's not advisable to share with the express, because the format is different, and because the set 2 students next year will be doing streaming to set 3, so it's very important. Okay. Okay, if you have wrote this answer, good luck to you. You got it correct. Okay. 现在有没有 same? Like I say, don't worry. Whatever you type it out, write, written down, take a picture and send to me, WhatsApp or Google Classroom. Okay. Because it's already 9 o'clock already. Okay. Next one. Go to the next one. referring to, okay, Chenan, I'm not sure you got it. This one is not really that important for your site here because this is only for express students, but it's good for you to get, if you have the answer similar to that, it's great. So next one will be referring to the paragraph 6 to 9, suggest a reason why Kenny make this statement. Ifan, okay, huh? Ifan? So it does not matter whether cyberbullying happens intentionally or not. Is it true? Is it true what he says is true? Or it's not true? So how do you refer what Kenny says is true or not true? And what kind of tone is he having to? And what kind of evidence is going to support? I think that's the last question, Eddie, huh? Okay. Actually, the whole entire cyberbullying passage is talking about self-esteem, self-discipline, self-motivation, and self-desire to ensure that, you know, sometimes whether your desire want to destroy someone's feeling, someone's character, someone's position, someone's emotion. So advisable is if you can prevent self-discipline from all this happening, you're doing a good job. Okay, you are a good person who know how to handle cyberbullying and not to be a cyberbully. Okay. So let me show you, in case I miss out, this one. Alex, you see that? Chenan, you see that? SGS students, okay, this is a Hua Chong paper. It's a set 2. Okay, it's not definitely not my handwriting. Oh, Alex, prove that this is cross-referencing from Hua Chong. This is your foolscap paper also. You use this foolscap, Ping Shen. You also use this foolscap, right? Okay, this is definitely not my handwriting. In a recent day, more people are arguing whether leadership is more about EQ or IQ. Some leaders have exceptionally high EQ, so this is an introduction to start off. These kind of questions will not surface in set 2 express. Usually a set 3, seldom will be in set 3. So this is just want to show you. Okay. And I don't like, I told him already, he only give me 2 paragraphs. You're supposed to break down into a few paragraphs. Okay, so just to show you this one. And go back to this one here. No, this one here. Ready? So end of paper. Are you ready for this one? Let's go. There are total 25 questions. Chenan, you don't need to copy the whole thing. So for example, Chenan, if you think the answer is on, then you just put on, put number 1 on, number 2 out, number 3 with, number 4 add, 就是可以的. Okay, Chenan, can? Don't need to copy, don't need to write the whole sentence, please. No. Okay, let's go. 5 minutes to go. To do this, more than enough time, right? Okay, I hope all of you are doing it. Inter can see. Inter can see. Okay. 林胜 also. 于凡可以看到吗 ？Okay. 梁宁 OK。子月 OK 啊 ？Thank you, sir. Thank you, 梁宁。杨正 OK。陈南 OK 啊 ？The words can 啊 ？Thank you. 浩轩可以吗 ？OK. 子轩 OK。I'm waiting for your answer, 子轩。Eric OK。
I choked on the bubbles. Like one went straight through my
Oh
mouth
my
into my
God.
throat. I didn't even bite it. I
Oh my
sucked too
God.
hard.
Oh,
I sucked
cannot.
the bubbles too hard, and then it just went straight through.
等一下你填供 drink water. Okay, thank you, Zixuan. Eric, are you okay? Eric, you okay? I will mute the mic. Okay. See, all of you can get 25 out of 25. Some of my set 3, set 2, set 4 can't even get full marks. I got one P5 student got full marks for this. P5. Of course, the set 4 must get full marks. If they cannot get full marks, then something wrong. Okay, in 3, okay, just show me a thumbs up when you finish already. Ying done? Ying you done? Finish already? Okay. Yang Zhen, done? Yi Zhen? Winter. Hao Xuan,
Yeah,
done? Done
not
already?
yet.
Okay.
Thinking of the last, some of the last one.
Yang Ning, are you done? Yifan,
What?
finish already? You complete the 25 question already, Yang Ning? Yifan, are you done? Alex, are you done? Senan, are you done?
I'm not done yet. I'm almost done.
Okay, Senan, are you done? Okay. Yingzhe done, oh? Okay, just go through again and check, ah. I'll give you 1 more minute, okay? Okay, let's go. Bing Shen, read 1 to 3 to me. Go.
He felt nothing. He felt nothing but hatred for the person who attacked him.
Okay,
There
so-
are many advantages of speaking foreign languages. I have a lot of respect for teachers I had at school.
Okay. So I have a lot of respect of belongs to. Advantages of belongs to speaking for at that person. Thank you. Yifan 456, go. If you don't want to read anyone, don't read. Just put your hand thumbs up or just say don't want, pass, or send a message to me because we are short of time. We still got things to share. Thank you.
I'd like to do a course in computer programming. He was on trial for having murdered his wife. We went to see an exhibition in Egyptian history.
So on trial, he was on trial. Take note now.
On
I
trial,
did, yeah, on trial 就是在法庭。Okay, he's on trial 在法庭。789，子越。Eric 789.
So you can move the screen down a bit.
Sure, like that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Eric, let's go. Sorry, I will make it bigger. Okay, let's go. 789. Please read 789. Thank you.
I had an argument with
Oh, sorry.
I had an argument with my boss yesterday. He took away my bag by force. Her fear of flying made traveling very difficult for her.
Right. Thank you. 10, 11, 12, Zixuan.
My dad had difficulty in making himself understood. I've got a meeting with John this afternoon. By the time I arrived, the train had already left.
So you realize all these are very important in your editing. Huh? Thank you. Next will be Yang Ning, 13, 14, 15.
If you're in doubt, please call the ambulance. We have access to the internet in all the hotel we stayed at. We took part in the activities that the school offered.
Thank you. 16, 17, 18, Hao Shen.
Suits will never be out of fashion. She's on leave until the end of the month. The two countries were at peace with each other.
Okay, so this sentence can be used in your history. Huh? Okay, 1920, 21's Chen An.
Oh, you have absolutely no reason to talk to me like that. You like to have a room with a view of the sea. The fire is now out of control.
Thank you. The last four of them. Alex, can you finish up the four? 21 to 25.
He was able to describe the accident in detail. The trousers are on sale at the moment. It sounds great in theory, but will your plan work? I learned to drive at the age of 18.
Oh, serious? Alex, you learned to drive at the age of 18.
Perhaps.
Perfect. I love that. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please do things. First, add out your mark and tell me by putting in the chat group, number 1, and number 2, 1 to 25. If you are not sure which one, please sound it out.
Uncle Raymond, for question 10, what can I write with?
My dad has difficulty with making himself. No, it's in making, cannot be with. Okay, anyone? Well done, Chen An. So which two was wrong? Do you need any help on these two questions, Chen An? You need any help?
Thank you.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
No, thank you.
Okay, which question were you wrong?
Oh, I think I was wrong with question. Yeah, I think I was wrong with question.
Which question?
6.
You went to the, okay, in Egyptian. Okay, so you know, huh? In this particular that history. Okay. And the other one?
The other one was, I think, yeah, it was 24.
It sounds great in theory. Yeah. In theory means in practical, you can do this. In theory, you can't. In theory, you can do this, but in practical, it's another way. So in is particular inside the particular thing. Okay. So how Shane 18, Alex 24. Any more? Well done, Inter. Okay. Thank you, Ziyue. Who, Eric, how about you? Eric, you give already, huh? Eric, you haven't give. Eric. Eric, and who else? Ding Shen, you give already? Yang Chen, you give already?
Yeah, I sent you
Send to me, where?
chat.
我没有看到嘞。
Mine is below Alex. So.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yang Chen. Okay, Eric, thank you. 子轩他没有给我，子轩。梁宁给了吗？于凡。Oh, thank you, Ifan. I saw already. Who else? Who else haven't give? Thank you, Liang Ning. Let's go. Situation writing. Oh, yes.
Have we gone through this before?
You read this already?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Then go to the next one.
I submitted my essay already last week.
Let's go. Read to the class, please.
Wait, I didn't see it in the Google Classroom. I didn't know you marked it.
No,
I didn't see it in the Google Classroom.
no. Inter, what do you see on the screen now?
Alex reward.
Okay, go. Alex, read to the class.
Rewards, basically an exit ticket out of any type of bad children. I'm willing to do the dishes, reward. Won't do the chores, reward. Rewards can range from a $1 candy to a $1,000 PS5, or even a scholarship that could change a life forever. But since we are talking about children, that will be out of our consideration to what?
Do what? Consideration to do what? Will be out of our consideration to do what? To punish the
About
person by
giving
rewarding?
rewards to children. You
Yes.
could make a class motivated by just offering a $3 chocolate bar for the best presentation. So should parents count on rewards to motivate children? I'll go through why and why not.
You see the
Firstly,
$3, please write down as in words. Please do not write in a dollar sign and three. Remember, this is essay. Okay, I know Hua Zhong teacher may not like it. Let's go.
Firstly, the good thing about rewards is that it motivates children to do things and gives them encouragement through gifts to do well. A gift helps to push the child towards improvement by motivating them with gifts to achieve what they are expected and required to do. It will have children to have the bravery to try something new or do something they feared in exchange for a gift. Such as those dentists that offer you a toothbrush for plucking out your teeth when you were young.
I like that.
Use
Very
stickers
interesting.
for taking an injection. The idea of having something to offer after doing a grueling task makes the experience of doing it feel better. So you won't feel as compelled to do it when having to do the same thing next time. Secondly, increases efficiency while doing the work. The idea of having a gift after finishing it will make someone want to complete something faster, while remaining quality since that's what makes them deserve the gift. Thirdly, using a gift to motivate them might just help them discover something special. And lastly, if the reward is a prize.
Wait. It says something new like a hobby. You did not say that. You see the third paragraph is like a wishy-washy. And just quickly do it. You should say like this, thirdly, using a gift to motivate them to do something new might just help them discover something new, like a hobby. For example, maybe you want to do like digging on the ground to find something and become an archaeologist, or the father bought a new telescope for his homework, for his result well done. And through looking at using the telescope, he become an astronomer, and then astrology, or maybe he become a NASA scientist. Through new hobbies, he used not to like racket games, and he become to play a very good game like a badminton, and he won an Olympic medal. So this rewards from the young. It's just like, who is Kenny G, the most popular saxophone player. When he was 4 years old, he was being rewarded with a very big, or maybe the size of the saxophone bigger than himself. And because of that, he started to have a passion and enjoy the saxophone. And one of the favorite song piece, the saxophone piece, was the song is called Home, Going Home. Carry on. However,
lastly, if the reward is a competition between children, it could spark their competitive spirits and let them do to the best of their ability.
Yeah,
However,
but then again, you forget to add some more. This is a healthy competition, but at the same time, when they grow older, they know that when they come out to work in the society, they know what is the meaning of reward and punishment. Remember, reward and punishment is very important. In the real society, people got rewards because you do good things. People got punished because, why? They did not accomplish certain things and maybe end up to jail. Okay, carry on.
However, there are two sides to a coin. Over-reliance on rewards will make children lose interest in doing anything without rewards. Rewards also cost money, so rewarding too much will not look very good to your wallet. With each reward, the price will either increase each time or stay the same. Otherwise, there will be less interest in doing the same thing a second time, but getting less rewards. Lastly, there is no guarantee rewards have a 100% chance of working. As children get older, they get more ambitious when asking for rewards.
Exactly.
As the children can easily get sweets and snacks from the nearby store with their allowance. Hence, parents cannot be over-reliant on gifts. In a nutshell, rewards are good, and work well. However,
Correct.
parents shouldn't overuse the trait. They should encourage kids to be self-motivated and learn that what their parents tell them to do is for their own good. In this way, it can be used longer and have more purpose.
And rewards is not just for short term. Rewards also can use for long term. Rewards also not just motivate others. Reward also prevents people from less motivating.
Oh no, I got a B. I got an A2.
又来了。杨正，帮我打他一下。
I can help.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay. Well done. That's the purpose I do that. Okay, next I will want to read the next one. Okay, let's do the rewards. Wait for learning login again. So this is the last piece before we end the day. Yeah, Yingzhe. Initially, your start was very good. Excellent, Yingzhe. Where are you, Yingzhe?
Rewards can
Wait, where are you? I can't find you. Okay. Yingzhe, starting that time, the introduction is excellent. But now, 你为什么全部放在一个 paragraph？ 这个这么长。then 最后这个，记住哦 during exam don't do that. You will spoil your structures of your whole content. Okay, let's go.
Rewards can be a wide variety of objects, be it physical or non-physical. They can be very enticing.
No, you have to change to rewards can be very enticing.
Okay, rewards can be very enticing, expensive, and beautiful, or it can be simple with a deep meaning in it, like a top or something handmade. It can also be priceless, with a person's last wishes for you, or even the last reward that can make you recall memories with that person. It can be good or bad, and I'm going to talk about an incident about a reward that I experienced.
I like the way you say that with a person last wish for you, or even the last rewards that you can make, you recall memories with that person. Very true. So it happened in my real life. Okay, the last reward I get for my grandparents. Seriously, and last reward for my ex-student. Remember, I told you my ex-student commit suicide. Remember, a pen, which I show you all. So it really make it excellent now. Starting 呢，可是鸡蛋糕。你的写下来，你看，你读。You ask the rest of your classmates, you agree? Okay, let's go.
It was a hot late morning with the sun shining brightly in the sky. Many people sought refuge in shady buildings, mainly hawker centers, housing and development boards, HDB, and best of all, shopping malls with air conditioners. However, I went out to cycle around my neighborhood. When I was cycling, I received a text from my mother, so I stopped at the side to take a look at what my mother had messaged me. It turned out that she had to go somewhere else and told me to eat lunch at the hawker center near my housing block. I cycled back towards my house and found the hawker center. I ordered a plate of my favorite chicken rice. When I was eating halfway into my chicken rice, I heard someone scream, "Help, help, someone has stolen my handbag." I looked around and
say the speaker not far. What are you talking? And say the speaker not far. The victim, okay? And I turned around and I realized the victim was not far away from me, huh? 对不对?
So, it was an elderly woman who was shouting, running, and pointing towards a young woman dressed in black. I quickly hopped onto my bicycle and cycled extremely fast towards the runner. Not long later, a few policemen conducting their patrol were also sprinting towards the robber. As I was much faster in speed because of my bicycle, I overtook the robber. I leapt off my bike and pushed the robber backwards, making him fell down immediately. The policeman then pinned him down. The policeman wanted to treat me lunch as a reward for helping the policeman. I rejected them politely, lying in the process that I finished my lunch early. The reward may be small, but it showed the policeman's kindness. I hope I can do more good in the future.
Hello, excuse me. Since when we all policemen, you're talking to one of them now. Where could we give you free lunch and ask you to eat lunch with us? We only give you a plaque, 一个牌 to say thank you for helping. the member of the public. Thank you for your bravery. Then you shake hand with my big boss, the commissioner of police. Then you say, 英哲，你是 Lim 哈？ Yeah, 还是 Lim, sorry.
Lim.
Lim 英哲, set one boy from this Nanhua school, help an old lady to catch a robbery. He was being given a plaque of bravery. Well done. Where got free lunch? 不要这样呢。你不要讲到我们 policeman 好像给你们 free lunch. This is absurd, sorry. You cannot write like that. But never mind, you learn. Okay, we will never give free lunch like that. Okay, then you should say like that. The police praised me. Then after a few days later, I went to, the police came to my school and I was in the stage doing Opagamnan stuff with the policeman. And then the BTS came along as well, and Lu Han also come along. 跑吧奔跑吧兄弟 also come along, right? No, of course you go out to the stage and the principal announced to the whole school that you have done a good job, you're a good role model. The police officer came to the school and give you a plaque and a rewards, something like that. More sounds better. Even these rewards might be once in a lifetime, or maybe this is a reward that trigger you to do better, to improve your futures, to be motivated to be a good citizen. Agree? You agree with me? Don't write. I hope your ending change. You cannot write like that in free lunch. No, seriously, you cannot write like that. 记住, okay? So right, okay. So remember, everything you must write the exact, because it's reward, you cannot put day. You must be very specific. You cannot change the subject. You must be very specific. Okay, well done, but sorry, because of the structures makes you, not so good. But well, the whole story, I like the starting. Really, the introduction is very good. Okay, any questions? Thank you so much. Let me stop the recording. Okay, any questions?